Hello, welcome to Mechanical Engineering Practice and Graphics. My name is Juan David Navarro and I'm gonna be your TA in this semester. Let me introduce, this is Dr. Rao. He is the lecturer for this course. His office is in Engineering Building, 3rd floor, office 0446, and here is his email in case you need to contact him. This is me. I have my office in Engineering Building, 3rd floor as well, and my lab is in the office 0440. Here you have my email, and this is the web page of my PhD advisor where we show our research. My office hours for this course are gonna be on Mondays and Wednesdays from 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. and later at 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. My office hours are gonna be held via Webex. This is a software to remote communication. Here is the link. I'm gonna show you later on how to install it. And as well, here you have my email again. Just let me know whenever you have questions. I'm trying to answer as fast as I can, but most of the time I will use this time to reply those emails. Okay. Now, for this course, it is necessary to use a computer. You can use your own personal computer or laptop. I highly recommend you to use Windows. Unfortunately, we cannot use Chromebooks due to the software that we're going to be using throughout the semester. Mac users, you can use Mac. However, Windows will be faster and easier to use, so that's why I recommend to use Windows instead. If you don't have a Windows computer or laptop, don't worry, you can request a laptop from UTSA through the Tech Cafe. You just have to send an email to techcafe@utsa.edu, or you can call them to this number. Please do this as soon as possible because we need to install several softwares and it might take some time, especially in these first days of the semester. So please try to do this as soon as possible. Here is the web page of the Tech Cafe. Let me open it. There they have information. You can call them or request trainings for Webex meetings or even Microsoft Teams. Here there are the numbers and their email, and they have a lot of resources. So get familiar with this because in this virtual semester, this can be very helpful. Okay. Now, once you download and install Webex, let me open the link for you. You can come to this website. Just by being UTSA students, you have access to Webex. And in this webpage, you will even find some tutorials. How to install it, how to join a meeting, or share a video in a meeting, all of these things. Once you have installed Webex in your computers, you just have to click in this link or copy and paste this link in your browser, internet browser, and it will direct you to My Meetings in Webex. Learn how to share your screen and how to record the meetings because this will be useful for you during our meetings. Basically, you have these buttons at the bottom. You can either share content or record the meeting. And it will save the video online, or you can set it up to save the video in your own computer. Blackboard, this is very important. The official communication channel for us is going to be Blackboard. I assume that this is the first semester for many of you. So this is the link to access Blackboard. You just have to use your ABC123 and your passphrase. There, I'm gonna share each week's slides, all of these video tutorials, all sort of assignments, exams, grades, general announcements are gonna be there in Blackboard. So pay close attention to Blackboard. An important note about the video tutorials, these are gonna be MKV file extensions, so I suggest you to use a VLC media player. You can download it in this link, and it works both in Windows and Mac, so you shouldn't have any problem with this one. This is the schedule for the course. For those students that are already familiar with SolidWorks, which is the software that we will be using in this semester, you can request a challenge exam. It will be, you can just send an email to Dr. Rao or myself, and we can arrange the challenge exam. And based on that exam, that will be the grade for you in your lab grade. Now, this is the lab portion of the course, and this is a very important portion of the course because the grade that you get in the lab is the 60% of your final grade. So the course is very easy, very simple. You just have to be very responsible because there are a lot of activities, as you can see. We have 10 homeworks throughout the semester, 4 quizzes, 2 midterms, 1 final exam, and 1 final project presentation. So as you see, every week we're gonna have something new. You have to be checking on Blackboard and on this schedule in order to avoiding missing deadlines, because any of these assignments or exams that are late, I'm basically not gonna give any grade for that. These are some important dates. 100% of refund, the challenge exam request. 7th of September is Labor Day, so there are no classes on that day. Census date would be 9th of September. Thanksgiving, so we're not gonna have classes in November 26 and 27. The final exam of the lab would be the 2nd and the 3rd of December. And the last day of classes will be the December the 3rd. Regarding the final exam, we are still discussing some last details, so I will tell you more about it later on the semester. This is the textbook. It's SolidWorks 2018 for designers. It was written by Sham Tico. I encourage you to get it. It can save you a lot of trouble on the homeworks and on the exams. So it's a nice tool to have. Okay, I've been speaking a lot of SolidWorks, but what is that? SolidWorks is basically a software that we mechanical engineers use in the process of CAD CAM CAE. Basically, these are the 3 stages of design. We design machines, we manufacture them, and then we do analysis or engineering analysis to these devices in order to improve them. And all of this is done computationally. So in this first semester, you're going to learn how to visually design these machines. Basically, you will be learning a lot of technical drawing, perspective views, and how to do this technical drawing in a computer, and how to present blueprints of whatever component that you want to design. So this is just one example of what you can do in SolidWorks. You can just model different parts, components, add dimensions and different views of these components. And basically this blueprint has all the information required by the person that is actually going to manufacture this component or build it. So in this blueprint you must include all the geometric information and also design information of the device. We will be looking into this deeper in the semester. I just want you to have a basic idea of what SolidWorks is and what we will be doing during the semester. Okay, the important part here, assuming that you already have a computer, either Windows or Mac, there are three different ways how you can install and use SolidWorks. So for Windows users, the easiest way, and I will suggest you to do that, is just request the Tech Cafe to install it for you. You can ask them to install it for you either in your own personal computer or in a UTSA provided laptop. So just let's use this resource. They might take a few days to reply, so again, try to do this as soon as possible because starting next week, we're gonna start using SolidWorks. The other option is install it yourself. I'm gonna provide a PDF file for you with the instructions on how you can install it. And basically, SolidWorks have a student license, so you just by being a student, you have a 6 months license for free, and it will show you how to install it. However, you can install it and use the UTSA license website, or well, in order to use the UTSA license, you will need also to use the VPN from UTSA. Now, this is a complementary thing, and I'm gonna go back to this in a second. For Mac users, unfortunately, you cannot directly install SolidWorks in a Mac. You will have to use UTSA apps, which is a virtual environment. So you will have to go to this website, download and install an application that is called Citrix. Here is the logo of Citrix. And then you can run SolidWorks in that virtual environment. Now, since this is a virtual environment, it will run slower than in Windows, and you must be aware on the location where you're gonna save all your SolidWorks files, which is not a problem if you're using Windows. So that's why I'm suggesting to just use Windows. If you don't have a Windows, ask the university to borrow one, and then ask them to install SolidWorks in that one. Now, for UTSA VPN, since some of you might be using licenses from the university, you will need to activate their VPN going in this link, and then it will ask you to install a Duo Identifier, I guess that's the name. Basically, you just have to go to this website, use your ABC123 and your passphrase, and that will be it. Now, very important, use Internet Explorer. It will not work in Google Chrome, and in Mozilla Firefox it will work sometimes it won't. So just go with Internet Explorer. Let me show you here in my computer. So I open Internet Explorer, and then I search for vpn.utsa.edu. I already had it, so here is my UTSA ID, ABC123, and then my passphrase. I have to open a new section, sorry. And then it will ask you to use Duo Push for the two-factor authentication. So you can just install this app in your smartphone, and then you can use it. It will send me a notification to my cell phone. I approve it, and then I can just run the VPN. You will have to install a software that is called F5 VPN. As you can see the logo down here. It's the same logo that I am showing you. Sorry about that. It's the same logo that I'm showing you down here. Again, if you're running into many problems, just ask the Tech Cafe to provide a laptop with SolidWorks already installed. That will be just the easiest way to go. Now, there are some places to find help when you're using SolidWorks. The first one is always YouTube. There are many users of this software. They even have their own channel with a lot of tutorials. And you can even find files of parts already modeled in GrabCAD. So this is a website, and you can find whatever part you need of SolidWorks. My expectations from you are, first, enjoy. This is a unique moment in your life, so just try to enjoy this process a lot, despite the abnormal circumstances. Learn learn as best as you can, because at the end you will be working using your skills. So this will define you as a professional. If you don't know something or you have a question, please ask. Don't be quiet. I like those students that are asking me questions all the time. There are no such thing as dumb questions. There are dumb people that doesn't ask. So please, don't be quiet. Ask. Communicate is very important. Have a professional communication with me. Have a professional communication with your lab mates, with the lecturer as well. We will be having a group project at the end. So I expect you to be very professional. Open your communication channels with your lab mates. I suggest you to share either emails or phone numbers with your lab mates, so you can ask them as well any questions you might have. If you can practice in your free time. Well, we are in home all the time, so now is the time to study, and why not practice? This is a very easy software to use. This course doesn't require you to think too much, but doing is very important here, so try to practice. And then if you see that someone might need help and you think that you can help them, teach them, why not? Be a good citizen with your lab mates. I just wanted to share with you this short video uh, showing you the life of a bolt, and it all started with a drawing, which is what you will be learning how to do this semester. So imagine all the things that are gonna happen after you learn how to draw your ideas and how to draw your projects. Okay, one last note, and these are the submission rules. As you saw, we will have a lot of homeworks, quizzes, exams, and activities throughout the semester. So I want these rules to be very clear for everyone. The first one, homeworks are due usually on Sundays at midnight, uh, unless specified a different due date. Any submission after deadline will not be accepted and thus will receive a grade of 0. So please try to organize your schedule the best way you can so you can have all these assignments on time. Remember, the lab is 60% of the final grade in your course. Everything will be in Blackboard, so you will submit everything via Blackboard. You will submit in the SolidWorks files, which have this file extension, and also PDFs or containing screenshots of your process. Okay, so this should be very easy for you right now. Copying your assignments are prohibited, and if you do so, you and the individual you copied from will receive a grade of 0. Please, both of you will be referred for actions as described in the university's policy for academic dishonesty. There is a strong policy for copying assignments or copying during exams, and we can, I assure you, we can know in which computer where these parts model or your files are modified. So just let's avoid problems and let's not copy from anyone. The naming conventions for your submission is going to be the same. First, you're going to use your section, either section 2, 3, 4, whatever section you are. I guess I am TAing sections this semester, section 2 and section 3, so I'm going to have to change this one. Then your ABC 1, 2, 3. And then the number or name of the homework. So in this case, I was just showing an example of the first homework, which will be for next week. Right now, I just want you to request a computer, have a computer ready to work, and install SolidWorks, install Webex, and if you think that you might need VPN due to the UTSA license, then also install the F5 VPN server. Finally, I'm gonna show you, this is the PDF file showing the instructions if you need to install SolidWorks by yourself. Also, there are some notes on how to use Citrix for Mac users. And that's it. Remember, if you have questions on how to install SolidWorks, first refer to Tech Cafe. If they don't answer, then let me know. And if I don't know how can we proceed, then we will go together to the lecturer. Let's try to respect that, the chain in command. Thank you very much. This is going to be the only video for this week. I will try to have the same way throughout the semester. Only one video for the week, so you can just watch it once and then do your assignments, do your homeworks in your own time. And best of luck for everyone. Let's try to enjoy this semester the best we can, despite the abnormal circumstances. Be safe. Goodbye.